Hi there, this is Teresa. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to do all signs, Aries through Pisces, the next 24 hours. What is going on for each zodiac sign? If you do want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, let's start with Aries first. Aries, what is the energy for you the next 24 hours? Those with Aries placement. Okay, so you're going to need to be making some plans for the future in the next 24 hours. There's a need for you to really choose and make a decision. There's something for your future that you, in the next 24 hours, you're going to have a choice and decision, and it's going to impact your future. So let's see, what is this future planning you need to make a decision on in the next 24 hours? What is this for those with Aries placements? We have the 10 of Wands, the 5 of Cups, and the 3 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the King of Cups. So you could be finding a situation in the next 24 hours that, as much as you want it to work out, as much as you desire there to be some type of cohesion between you and another person, you may find that making the choice and decision in the next 24 hours that you've kind of hit rock bottom. It's kind of like you have fallen and you don't want this person to help you get up. It's almost like a sense of, you know what, I've been hurt so much. I have tried to make this work. I have went in to the situation multiple times, and each time that I have went back and tried, there's a sense of disappointment here. There's a sense of hurt or sadness. And as much as you've wanted it to work up to this point, it hasn't. So for those of you that are in a relationship, this could be that you're being tested with faith of realizing that maybe this is potentially not your person you're supposed to be with for the long term. For some of you, it could be a job. Could be that you've been at a job for a long time that is just not paying enough money. It's not giving you the work-life balance you need. It's not making you feel happy. It's making you feel the sense of defeat, a sense of pressure of constantly having to take on more and more and more. Maybe they expect you to work more. They expect you to do 3 people's job but only pay you for 1. There's something in the next 24 hours that you're having to recognize that you want, as much as you would want it to work, it's just not working for you anymore. It's not working for the present, and it's not going to work for the future for you. So let's get a unicorn oracle card of advice for those with Aries placements in the next 24 hours. Wish upon a star. It says, make a wish and expect the very best. So you're being asked to make a wish when it comes to this decision that you're making. You wish things would be different. You wish there would be a better opportunity, whether it's with a person or maybe even in employment. So making a wish is going to be significant for you. What is the angel card of advice? What is the guidance from your angels if they are wanting to assist you with this decision in the next 24 hours? Fresh air. It says, your body needs refreshment from oxygenized, I can't even say that word, by grass, trees, plants, or flowers. Spend some time outside today as Mother Nature cradles as possible. Open your curtains and windows to refresh your home as well. So making this decision is going to require you spending either some time in nature or opening up the windows into your home. Having the fresh air and making a wish is going to help you feel clear with the clarity you need with this decision. Let's get one final card of advice for Aries placements for the next 24 hours. Creation. Okay. It says, you have everything you need to manifest your dreams. Focus your energy and align your intentions to bring ideas into reality. Trust your creative skills and knowing that you can transform potentially into success. This is the moment to take inspired action. So you're making a decision in the next 24 hours that is going to impact your future. This is something that you can create. Maybe you're creating the reality that that relationship isn't working, so you're ready to maybe go out on your own and find a new relationship or a different relationship. Or maybe you're creating an opportunity with a job, or maybe you're creating a business. There's something that you're wishing and you're needing to make a wish because it's going to come into alignment for you once you make this decision in the next 24 hours. All right, let's move on to Taurus. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Taurus, what is the energy around you the next 24 hours? Those with Taurus placements, what do they need to know? What do they need to hear? Taurus placements the next 24 hours. You have something emotionally that you've been holding on. I'm hearing pent up. So you're needing to speak your truth about these emotions in the next 24 hours. Something that you've been holding back or holding on to, and it is nagging you the next 24 hours. Spirit is saying it's time to finally release whatever these emotions are. You're needing to speak what your truth is. The Five of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Eight of Swords. Yeah, you definitely are caught up in your head for quite some time. Bottom of the deck is the Empress. This could be with your mom. This could be that you need to speak the truth, that there's something that has hurt you, that has made you sad, that's made you feel uncomfortable, and you've been thinking about it for a long time. It doesn't have to be with your mom. It could be with an aunt or a sister, somebody in divine feminine energy. Could also be the mother or father of your child or children if you co-parent. You could be feeling like something you need to speak up, that you have strong feelings and emotions that has made you sad, that's made you feel hurt over the situation. In the next 24 hours, you're being asked to really speak from the heart. Speak what these emotions are to be able to release it. What is the unicorn oracle message you need? Laughter. You need a good laugh. Maybe once you speak, then you can be able to release and have laughter in your life. So maybe you need to listen to a good joke or read a funny book or watch a funny story or watch a funny movie. What is the messages from your angels? You need to release and surrender, and your heart chakra. So first it says, we shower you with blessings of radiant love. Open your arms and release the challenges that are holding tightly gripped with your hands. Open your hands, your arms, and your heart for your love and assistance. And then the heart chakra is the other thing that came out. It says, love is the heart of the matter. Your heart is the center within your physical attuned to most love. It's safe for you to love and be loved with an open heart, standing in perfect protection and guidance. So maybe you've been protecting your heart. Maybe you've been protecting someone else's heart. You are wanting to not hurt them or disappoint them, but you're hurt and disappoint over something that's transpired with you. So in the next 24 hours, you're being asked to surrender and be able to really release it by speaking what your truth is. And there's a way to speak it with kindness and compassion. And you'll be really grateful once you do. You'll feel a lot better. What is the final advice for Taurus? Clarity. You're going to be able to speak what your truth is. It says, a new perspective is cutting through confusion. This is a time for truth and mental clarity. Embrace this fresh insight to make a decisive action. With focus and determination, you can overcome the challenge and align with the higher purpose. So you're going to be able to clearly speak what your truth is and realize what is the reason, what is the purpose, why you've always held back, and now you don't have to. You're being able to release that. All right, let's move on to Gemini. Gemini, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, Gemini, the next 24 hours. What is the energy around Gemini placements in the next 24 hours? Gemini. You're getting information downloaded from you in the next 24 hours that somebody that you're emotionally connected to, you're needing to wait because that person that you're trying to connect with emotionally is maybe not serving your highest good. That there's actually someone potentially better for you. So let's get some tarot and find out a little more details for Gemini. Because you're getting insight, you're being illuminated to something in the next 24 hours. Somebody that you're trying to emotionally connect with, but is not connecting with you. What is this for Gemini placements? The Sun. This is the illumination. The Ten of Pentacles. The Page of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords. So you maybe have been confused for a long time whether or not this was a connection that maybe was going to go the distance. It does look like you are being illuminated that your happiness in the long term, you might be feeling inspired. 11:11 on the clock. You might be feeling inspired to look at the situation differently, that maybe the confusion that you felt in the situation wasn't what it actually was. That somebody you've been trying to connect with, you've been trying to find happiness, but you're realizing that maybe this person isn't the person who's going to make you happy, that there's potentially happiness within yourself that you need to heal. And in the long term, there will be something else coming in with this Page of Wands that's telling me that you're going to feel very passionate that maybe there is someone else better for you. And it feels strongly like you have been confused, because this is what's hidden at the bottom of the deck. You've been confused for a long time, and there won't be any more confusion. You're going to have some type of download or some type of insight that in the long term, that this person isn't potentially the person you're going to be with. You're going to be really passionate to maybe do something else, or pursue someone else, or do something else, because this person that you're maybe trying to emotionally connect with, you're maybe just on different pages, and you're accepting that in the next 24 hours. So what is the Unicorn Oracle message of advice for you? You're getting two. One is imagine. What would you see, feel, think, and hear if your wishes came true? So you're needing to really imagine, what does this Ten of Pentacles look like? Does it, do you imagine it to be with somebody who doesn't make you happy? Somebody that's not connecting with you emotionally? Or do you imagine that it would be? So you're first needing to imagine what you want to happen in the future. And then very soon, what you're asking for is going to happen in a happy way. So it's almost like you're being divinely guided to recognize the emotional connection is not there in a situation. And you're needing to realize, if you wait for someone better, very soon it's going to actually happen for you. Let's get an angel card of advice. What is the advice for those with Gemini placement that are resonating with this message? What is the angel's advice? What is their guidance for Gemini placements? What is the angel guidance? Perfect timing. Now is the perfect moment for you to act upon your inspiration. This is you feeling inspired to release and let go. The doors will open when you do this. While you walk through them, side by side, your angels are with you. Don't delay or procrastinate, as all the ingredients are right for your success. Everything and everyone is on your side, supporting a positive outcome. So, divine timing, you maybe have been blocking your blessing because you've been holding on to a connection that you feel emotionally attached to the circumstance of the situation. And the doors maybe have been trying to close, but you've been kind of keeping your foot there, trying to keep it open. And Spirit is saying you're going to feel real passionate that you're going to realize your happiness isn't in this particular situation. It's actually something else, because the door has been trying to close. Somebody you've been trying to emotionally connect with. So for those of you that are in a situation, you've been trying to connect with somebody emotionally for quite some time and they're not connecting with you, this is your message. Now, if you're in a relationship and you're connecting emotionally with your person, this is not your message. Please don't take it. You only want to take messages that resonate for your particular situation. Your advice is the quest. driven by dreams and emotional pursuits, because this is what you want. You want something for the long term that's going to make you happy. You seek fulfillment with passion. Focus on your goals while staying true to what your heart desires. So you're desiring happiness for the long term in a relationship, for the long term, and you're desiring someone who's going to emotionally connect with you. That is your quest. That is your pursuit. And that is what will be in the perfect time for you and your situation. But you have to imagine that it's going to happen for you. And it will very soon once you make this change. All right, that is what I have for you. Let's move on to Cancer. Cancer placements. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, Cancer placements. The next 24 hours. What is the energy for those with Cancer placements? The next 24 hours. If you could please like, comment, share, and subscribe, I would appreciate it. All right, what is the energy around those with Cancer in their chart? What is the energy of the next 24 hours? I'm hearing, at last, my love has come along. That actually came out on a collective reading, I think last week. You may want to go look at that collective reading I did. You're going to get everything that you want. Your wish is being granted. If you've been wishing for a new car, you're getting a new car in the next 24 hours. If you've been wishing to meet somebody that is husband or wife material, in the next 24 hours, whatever you've wished for is being granted, whether it is a new car or a significant other meeting. So let's clarify what this is for those with Cancer placements. The King of Cups, okay. The Two of Swords. The Temperance. You've been waiting for something patiently. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Pentacles. You have felt like confused. You've felt there's been a sense of, you know what? I need to wait for something. Why do I have to wait for something? You've been confused as to why that opportunity of meeting somebody hasn't come into alignment. For those of you that are single and you have been patiently wanting to meet somebody new and you've wanted the real deal, the full package, someone who's emotionally available, somebody who is compassionate, somebody who will be very grateful to have you in their life, it looks like you're meeting somebody new. The King of Cups is somebody who is emotionally balanced and mature, somebody who will respect you, and somebody who will be kind and patient with you. They could have Sagittarius in their chart. They could have Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces in their chart. For those of you that have wanted a new car, I do see that you will be getting a new car. Something you've been patiently waiting for, something maybe that is in alignment with your budget, or you've wanted a certain car and you have created an image or visualization of what that ideal color and make, model, and year is of that car. I see that coming through. So the next 24 hours, you're going to get whatever it is that you want. So let's get a unicorn oracle message of advice for Cancer placements. Love from your parents. No matter what, your mother and father love you as much as they can. So for some of you, you're getting information from your parents the next 24 hours. Maybe they're buying you your dream car. Your wish is going to be granted. For others of you, if your parents have passed over, they want you to know that they are giving you love and blessing for this new person that's coming into alignment for you. So let's see, what is the angel guidance? What is the message that Cancer placements need to know? Play. It says, beloved one, it's time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry. We will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness and laughter will lift your energy, so you're going to return to work with a renewed perspective and heightened energy. So you need to get out and play. In the next 24 hours, if you're somebody that just is all work, no play, you need to go out and play. If you have kids, you need to go out and play with your kids. If you are single, you need to go out and do something fun. You're going to meet somebody. For others of you that are wanting a new car, you need to go out and play. Maybe you need to go test drive some vehicles. You need to go play and see what you want, and you're going to find what it is that you're seeking in the next 24 hours. Give me one more card of advice for Cancer placements. Renewal, okay. A profound awakening is going to unfold for you. This is a chance to shed things from the past and step into the highest. Embrace the moment of clarity and let it guide you to a deeper meaning and alignment. So you're seeing clearly that something is working for you in the next 24 hours. Your wish is being granted and you're going to feel really happy about it. All right, let's move on to Leo. Those with Leo placements, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Okay, Leo, what is going on for those with Leo placements the next 24 hours? Leo. Leo. One more shuffle. Leo. If you could please like, comment, share, and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Leo. Your patience is going to pay off for you, Leo. You're going to get a surprise. Something's happening really big for you in the next 24 hours. All right, let's find out what this is for those with Leo placements. You're going to be surprised with something that you've been patiently wanting, desiring, maybe hoping and praying for. Leo. What is this for Leo placements? 7 of Cups. 6 of Wands, this is victory and success. You're being recognized. The King of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the King of Wands. So some of you are in a same-sex relationship, and it looks like you've been patiently waiting for this person to make a decision about you, wanting to be in a relationship with you, wanting to recognize, acknowledge, and validate that the two of you are together. It does look like that is happening. For others of you, it doesn't have to be a same-sex relationship, but it looks like that you've been patiently waiting to potentially meet somebody. If you're single, you're wanting to meet somebody new. I do see there's a King of Pentacles that is going to see you, spot you when you're out. You're making the choice and decision that you are putting yourself out there. If you're single, you are meeting somebody. Cancers, I don't know why I said Cancer. Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn placement, or they could have fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or this is why I said Cancer. They could have water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So this is somebody who is going to be very attracted to you. It's also somebody who's very stable, very committed, very loyal. So if you've been patiently waiting to meet somebody, in the next 24 hours, it looks like you are. If you have been dating somebody casually and you've been waiting for this person to surprise you by wanting to be exclusive, I see for others that that is happening, that there will be some type of recognition that the two of you are together. What is the Unicorn Oracle message? One step at a time. It says lots of little steps make big dreams come true. So you're stepping slowly. Your patience has paid off, that you've been waiting or wishing and hoping and praying for something. You're stepping into whatever it is that you've been desiring in your situation. What is the angel guidance message that Leo placements need to know? They need to hear for the next 24 hours. What do Leo placements need to know? They need to hear from angels. Reward yourself. Okay, it says, you've been giving a lot of yourself lately, and it's time for you to receive. This is this recognition here. Make the time to reward yourself in a meaningful way. This balance of giving and receiving is essential to keeping your energy, mood, and motivation consistently in high vibration. So if you have been patient, there's a need for you to recognize your own patience. Maybe go get a massage, go get a coffee, go get a book, buy yourself a book, or go to the library and rent a book. Borrow a book from the library. I guess not rent, but borrow a book from the library. There's something about recognizing your patience because it's paying off. What is the final card of advice for Leo placements for the next 24 hours? Next 24 hours. Legacy. Okay, it says, a time of abundance and fulfillment has arrived. Celebrate the stability and connections you've built. This is the foundation of a lasting legacy. bring joy to future generations. So this connection, if it's somebody you're dating and you are moving to a higher level, this is going to be a long-term relationship. You're building a legacy with this person. You're building a life with this person. If it's a new person, it's the same thing, but it could be in the earlier stages. Some of you are on different timelines. So this is a legacy that the two of you are going to be abundant and fulfilled together. All right, Virgo. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right. Virgos. Let's see here. What is happening for those with Virgo placements the next 24 hours? Virgos. 3 shuffles. Virgo placements. Virgo. Okay, well, for some of you who thought it was impossible of potentially getting a proposal, some of you are getting a proposal of something in the next 24 hours. So for some of you, this could be a marriage proposal, that the impossible is actually happening. For others of you, it could be maybe it's a proposal of a contract for a job. For others of you, it could be a proposal of a home. Maybe there's a proposal of, hey, let's buy a house together. Let's build a house together. There's some type of proposal coming in for Virgo placements in the next 24 hours. So let's see what this energy is. What is this proposal that's the impossible is happening for Virgo placements in the next 24 hours? The Knight of Cups. The 8 of Wands, it's coming in really fast, whatever this is. You don't even see it coming. The World, wow. Okay, and the bottom of the deck is the 8 of Pentacles. So some of you it's love. Some of it is a job with that 8 of Pentacles. Some of you, this is somebody proposing the idea of moving forward, changing things up. The World is, whatever your current situation is, it's actually graduating to the next level. So you maybe thought it was impossible that you were maybe going to get engaged. You were going to get a job offer with a proposal of a contract that you may have to consider in the next 24 hours if you want it or not. You maybe thought it was impossible that that company or that employer was going to give you what you wanted, but the proposal comes through. It could be a proposal of a home that maybe you're signing the proposal or a bid on purchasing a residence. So let's get some advice. This is very exciting for Virgo placements because whatever you thought was impossible is actually going to be possible in the next 24 hours. Okay. Well, congratulations, whatever this is for Virgos. What is the message? Grandparent. You have a special bond with a grandparent that can never be broken. So you may get a proposal from your grandparent, or they may look at you and say, you know what, I'm going to propose the idea. What if I give you $50,000 to purchase your home? Or maybe your grandparent gives you the engagement ring that you're going to give to your future spouse. So the grandparents are coming out very significant for Virgo placements. There's a bond that can't be broken because of it. So let's see, what is the angel advice for Virgo placements? I'm hearing that song, Spirit lead me to my trust without borders, or something like that. I think it's Oceans or something like that is what it's called. Okay, your angel said, see only love. It says, look past the seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings, and see only the love within each person, including yourself. Your resolute focus upon the love that underlies every situation brings about healing in undreamed ways. So you're being asked in the next 24 hours to only see love. Okay, let's get one more card of advice for Virgo placements. Confirmation bark, I guess. Sorry. Okay, you have 2 cards that came out. They flipped. We're going to take both of them. First one is wisdom. Seek guidance through tradition, teachings, or mentors who inspire you. The answers you need are grounded in tried and true wisdom. By honoring these principles, you'll find clarity and direction. Trust in the power of knowledge to light your way forward. So you're learning something. Maybe you're learning something from a grandparent. You're learning that something that you thought was impossible is really possible. And then we also have mastery. It says, dedication to your craft is paying off. Focus on improving your skills and refining your work. This is the time to build something meaningful and lasting through your persistence. So you're mastering something, you're gaining wisdom and knowledge about something in the next 24 hours that you only need to see love. Focusing on love is going to be really important for you. All right, Libra. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, those with Libra placements. What's going on for you the next 24 hours? Libra placements. Libra. All right, Libra. What's the energy surrounding Libra the next 24 hours? You are being asked to let go and protect your energy. Let going of someone or something. I also seen ring came out. So you may have a ring from somebody that you need to let go of. There could be a closing out of a cycle. This is necessary because you're needing to protect your energy. So let's clarify what this is for Libra placements. What is this let go energy? You're needing to protect your energy. The 2 of Pentacles. The 4 of Wands. The Ace of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the 5 of Pentacles. You're going to feel in the next 24 hours, there's something that you are recognizing. Maybe someone, could be somebody you live with, somebody you're married to with that ring that came out, somebody that maybe you're engaged to or you have a long-term commitment with. You're recognizing that this person maybe is not serving your highest good. You're finding a sense of loss, a sense of neglect or abandonment that you're finding in the next 24 hours, that you're holding on to someone that maybe is not making you a priority. They maybe have been juggling you with someone else. You're really seeing the truth here in the next 24 hours that in order to protect your energy, you're going to have to let go. You're going to have to distance yourself. You're going to have to make the choice that this is a situation that isn't maybe fair. It isn't balanced. And in order to protect yourself, you'll have to let go. So look, what is the advice for Libra placements with the Unicorn Oracle cards? What is the best piece of advice? Change. The changes that you're going through are going to be positive. So you're being asked to change something. Change your situation, protecting yourself. What is the angel guidance that you need to hear? What do you need to know from your spirit angels that are wanting to help protect you and your energy the next 24 hours when you see what the truth of this situation is? What is the advice from the angels? Be honest with yourself. It says, look into your heart and you will know the truth of the situation. It's safe to admit the truth to yourself, for we will support and guide you through any necessary changes. Lean upon us for courage and the strength to take care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desires. They're going to come when you're with your angel wings. So this change that is necessary for you in the next 24 hours, you have to be honest with yourself about this change. Why you have to let go. Why that you know that maybe this person is juggling you, is not making you a priority. Maybe they're taking from you more than they're giving to you. And you're being asked to make a change by letting go and being honest with yourself as to why. You're going to see clearly in the next 24 hours what the truth of the situation is. What is the final card of advice for Libra placements in this situation? Your intuition knows. Your intuition is going to be very strong, Libra, in the next 24 hours. It says, the answer you seek lie within you. Trust that inner voice and allow it to guide you through this sense of uncertainty. Patterns from the past may obscure your vision, but your intuition knows the truth. Create stillness in your life to access the clarity and wisdom you already have within you. Your intuition is going to be really, really strong the next 24 hours, telling you that this change is something that's necessary. It's something that needs to be a priority for you and for your highest good. And you have to be honest with yourself about that. Scorpio. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, Scorpio. What is the energy surrounding those with Scorpio placements the next 24 hours? What is it you need to know? What is it you need to hear that's going to serve your highest good? Scorpio. Let's see here. What is the energy around Scorpio the next 24 hours? Okay, so there is a conflict that's going to get resolved in the next 24 hours. There is a lot of feelings and emotions that you may be going through that are new feelings and emotions, but there is going to be a resolution to these feelings and emotions. So let's clarify what this is for Scorpio the next 24 hours. The Ace of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the High Priestess. So your intuition is going to be really strong. The Nine of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. So your intuition is wanting you to see the truth of a situation, wanting you to be very clear and be very practical with what's actually happening around you. You're going to fight your intuition in the next 24 hours, and you're going to doubt what your intuition is telling you. And you're needing to realize these strong feelings and emotions are there for a reason. They need to be acknowledged. They need to be validated. You need to ask yourself, why do I feel this way? Instead of saying, no, I don't feel that way, or no, that's not what I'm thinking, or that's not how I'm feeling. Your intuition is going to be real strong about something. And you need to be really practical in asking yourself the questions, why is my intuition so strong about this? What is it that I'm resistant to seeing or understanding about this conflict? So let's get some advice, because it's going to be resolved when you're practical and you trust what you know to be true within your own internal GPS. So that's going to be real strong. That's your intuition. That's your internal knowing. Have you ever like ask yourself something and then boom, the answer's like instant? You just know it to be true. That's how you're going to feel in the next 24 hours. Your mind's going to try to tell you otherwise, but your intuition is going to tell you. So you need to be really strong with and practical with listening to what your intuition is saying, not what your head is saying. What is the advice? What's the unicorn oracle message of advice for Scorpios the next 24 hours? Have happy thoughts. It says, to feel happier right now, you need to think about a memory or something that makes you smile. So with this Ace of Swords, I feel like there could be something you're seeing clearly that isn't practical anymore. And it could be about a particular person. And you may be conflicted because your intuition is telling you to be practical and recognize the truth of the situation. But you could be trying to tell yourself, yeah, no, it's going to work. It'll be fine. In time, it'll be fine, but it's not. And that's why you're needing to realize your thoughts need to be more positive. What is the angel message for you? Trustworthy guidance. It says, you've received an idea. Your answers are coming within your prayers. So maybe you need to pray tomorrow in the next 24 hours from watching this video that whatever you're conflicted with, pray that your intuition is correct. Maybe ask for a sign or synchronicity. It says, whatever your intuition is guiding you, it's real, it's authentic, and you need to trust it in order to move forward. Now, some of you, it may be that you need to have some type of plan to move forward in your life. Maybe a business plan, maybe a career plan. Maybe you want to go back to school and you need to be practical. And you may be conflicted in your mind, like, how can I make that happen? I'm hearing the text message ding, so definitely something's resonate here. But if it's not school, maybe it's a plan of your career path or your journey. You're needing to listen to your intuition. There's something that you're needing to feel supported with what your intuition's trying to tell you in the next 24 hours, that you can have this if you want this, but you have to trust, don't fight it, because you're going to feel very conflicted. You're going to try to fight it. What is the advice? Yeah, because you're fighting it because you're not trusting what your intuition's telling you. What is the final advice for Scorpio? Next 24 hours, what is the final advice for Scorpio placements? There's that anxiety. It says, worry and fear might feel overwhelming, keeping you up at night. Acknowledge these emotions, but don't let them consume you. The clarity will come through patience and self-compassion. That is you trusting clearly what your intuition is trying to guide you. You are going to feel in your mind anxious. You're going to have anxiety. You're going to stress that it's not what it should be. You're needing to release that and realize your intuition is correct. It is guiding you to be true and accurate. All right, Sagittarius. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Those with Sagittarius placements. What is it you need to know? What is it you need to hear the next 24 hours? Sagittarius placements. Sagittarius, the next 24 hours. You're looking at things from a different perspective in the next 24 hours. You're being asked to pray for them and then release them. There's some type of new venture that you're needing to go towards. And because you're getting a different perspective, you're needing to look at things from a different perspective in a situation with somebody in the next 24 hours. So let's find out a little more details. What is this for Sagittarius placements that they're needing to look at from a different perspective in the next 24 hours? You're replaying events over and over and over again. We got the King of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. The bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. So there's an opportunity for you to recognize that maybe you're giving more than you're receiving in the next 24 hours. And because of that, you may decide that you're discontent with that situation or that circumstance. You may decide, you know what, I don't want any more opportunities with this person. I'm being more compassionate with myself. I wish them the best of luck, but it's just not working for me. And it looks like there's some type of turning point here with the Wheel of Fortune that you're changing up. This could be somebody that you have been dating for a while and you're realizing that, you know what, maybe I want to step into some type of new territory of getting to know someone else or maybe meeting somebody new. You're looking at the situation from a different perspective than what you did in the past. And it has something to do with there's an imbalance here. You could feel like you've given more than you've gotten from them, or you've given it enough time and you really haven't gotten what you thought. Maybe you're bored or discontent. You're disengaged. You're not emotionally charged in the situation, and you're looking at it from that perspective. What is the Unicorn Oracle message of advice that you need to know, you need to hear the next 24 hours? Believe in yourself. See yourself doing well, and you will. So you're needing to truly believe in yourself and understand that it's okay if you're looking at things from a different perspective. You need to believe that that's what your perspective is. It's true. What is the angel guidance for Sagittarius placements in the next 24 hours? New partner. I told you. Some of you, you're in a relationship and you're realizing that you're bored or you're discontent. You're not as engaged in the situation as you once were. Maybe you don't have feelings like you should up to this point. Maybe you've been dating somebody for a while and you just don't feel it. And you're maybe wishing them the best of luck, and you're needing to maybe open yourself up to, there's a different partner that's more aligned for you. It says a chance meeting is no mistake. You might even divinely be meeting somebody brand new, and that is the catalyst for you to put things in motion. Look at that. The Wheel of Fortune is at the bottom of the deck. It says pay careful attention to new people that the angels are sending into your life. So clearly you're going to recognize that there's something about someone you meet in the next 24 hours, confirmation, something about you are meeting somebody new, and this person is somebody that you're going to feel more comfortable with. You're going to feel more aligned with. Sorry, I have to shut my ringer off. You're going to feel more aligned with, and that you are maybe going into a new connection because of it. Okay, well, let's get one more final card of advice for Sagittarius. What is the final advice? Because you're looking at your situation in the next 24 hours from a different perspective. So maybe last week you looked at the situation with this person like, it's okay, I'm content a little bit. But this week you're meeting somebody new, and it's kind of like sparking a reinvigoration with you of looking at, well, you know, I really wasn't as happy as I thought I was with that other person, and I need to maybe just release them and pray and wish them the best of luck and have new adventures with this new person that I feel more drawn towards. There's that conflict. It says, tensions and competition are arising in your environment. While conflict may feel unsettling, it is also inspiring growth. Focus on collaboration and finding a common ground. With clarity and purpose, you turn challenges into progression. So either you're potentially meeting somebody else and you're being drawn towards this new person, or the person you're dating is meeting somebody else, and you're needing to wish them the best of luck and release them, that they're not in alignment with where you're at, or they're not the person you're meant to be with. Take it how it resonates for your situation. All right, Capricorn, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, Capricorn placements. What's going on for Capricorn placements the next 24 hours? What do they need to know? What do they need to hear? Capricorn. If you could please like, comment, share, and subscribe, I would appreciate it. Say yes. There is your your soul is craving something in the next 24 hours. You're being asked to say yes to that. Hold on, I gotta turn this fan up a little bit. You're being asked to say yes in the next 24 hours. So what is this soul craving in the next 24 hours for Capricorn? The Devil, the Nine of Swords, the King of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. So you could have addictions. You could have obsessions. You could have something that's not serving your highest good. There's a lesson that you've went through these experiences. Maybe, like I said, it could be vices. It could be people. It could be thoughts. And you don't trust yourself when it comes to whatever this devil energy is. It could be a person you're obsessed with. It could be a vice you're obsessed with. It could be a negative thought or pattern. The next 24 hours, your soul is craving for you to release. To release, put boundaries in place. Put healthier boundaries in place from this person, from this vice, from this addiction, from this pattern. You're learning in the next 24 hours, your soul is asking you to finally detach from this devil energy. What do I always say? Devil, get behind me. Devil, get behind me. Devil, get behind me. That's what your soul is craving for you to do, is to put these boundaries in place. So if there's a person you're addicted to, you're obsessed with, you're constantly checking their social media, you're constantly looking at their pictures, you're constantly thinking about them, it's time. Your soul is craving for you to release that person. if it's a vice, maybe you do drugs or alcohol, or you have like physical addictions to other people, or, you know, whatever it is. Maybe it's negative thoughts or beliefs. That toxicity, your soul doesn't want that anymore. Your soul is craving for you to cut it off, to release it, let it go. And it's going to be really strong in the next 24 hours for you to do this. What is the Unicorn Oracle message of advice for Capricorn placements in the next 24 hours that are going through this experience, that resonate with this message? What is the advice for them? Oh my goodness.